guys, Marshall with Marshall Law Morphs. Today I wanted to do a little video on the lace gene. It's a gene that's a little near and dear to my heart. It's a project that I'm very interested in working with, and I plan in the future on putting it heavily into a lot of my animals. So I thought now was a good time to maybe put out a video giving us a small little description of the gene. It started several years ago when I was simply looking for an adult Enchi. I really liked the Enchi, and one of the animals I came across was an Enchi lace. It was this animal right here. This is Zeus. Of course, he is in shed, so I'll make this quick so I can get him back into his tub. But it started with Zeus here. At the time, I didn't know a whole lot about lace, but I wanted the Enchi. So I went ahead and I purchased him, and I started reaching out to some other people asking about the lace. And what I was finding is a lot of people weren't working with the gene, so there wasn't a whole lot of information out there for me. So I had to kind of do my own research. And what I found, and this is very important, if you're at all interested in the lace gene, there's actually 3 lace gene animals out there. One of them being the Scott CV line of lace, which is the line that I've chosen to work with. There's also another lace animal out there called the green pastel or lace blackback. That line of lace was proved out by Amir. And there's also a third recessive lace. It's called black lace, and that was proved out by Dan Wolf. Now, what I find, of course, the lace, the black lace, being a recessive, you know, it's going to be a little more difficult to get into your projects. With the green pastel or lace blackback, that I find a lot of times is a little darker. The Scott CV line of lace that I've chosen to work with, in my opinion, seems to be a little bit brighter, and it's the one that I've kind of gravitated towards and the one that I've chosen to work with. So with that, I think I'll get to a couple of the examples that I have here and just give you guys a quick overview of the lace gene. Okay guys, first let's start out with the super lace. Now, the lace gene is described as an animal being bright in color along with a lace-like pattern along the belly, which you'll see right here, and also is characterized by having a clear belly as such. Now, the lace gene itself is described as being an enhancing gene. You know, where you have fire, a lot of times is described as being a brightening gene. Well, lace actually, what I've found, it will take whatever gene you add into it, and it will enhance it. And what I've found is that it actually has a couple of properties going on with it. Those properties being a hypermelanistic property, as you'll see here in the dorsal and in the black, it has these deep, vibrant black colors. And it also has displayed hypomelanistic properties, and you'll find that with the super lace in its shed. Now, this is his shed. You'll notice how deep and dark his blacks are, but when you take a look at his shed, you hardly see any of the black coming off in his shed. Now, that is a trait that is very common with hypo animals. You'll have a hypo animal and almost a clear shed, and you see that happening in the super lace, which to me tells me what we've got going on here are both characteristics of hypermelanistic properties and hypomelanistic properties, which when added in combinations, this lace gene is going to intensify a lot of your combinations. And we'll take a look at that real quick with a lemon pastel lace. Okay, you'll notice in the lemon pastel you see the deep dark blacks going on the dorsal and in the blacks. A reduction of the blushing, but that yellow is just intensified and really pops. And I really love how this combination works together. Now again, for comparison, we'll take on the left here a lemon pastel lace and just a single jean pastel, and you can literally see the difference and what's going on with lace in combination with pastel. It just makes that animal really pop. And finally, the last example that I wanted to show you guys, this is an offspring from my clutch from last year. Now this was just a simple Enchi lace, Zeus, who I showed earlier, Enchi lace to a normal. What you see here is that Enchi, and it is just, it's almost glowing. A very bright color to this girl. Also, you'll notice that clear belly again. You see where the Enchi is almost trying to put pattern into the belly, and the lace is fighting against it, trying to remove it. So like I said, the lace gene just intensifies that color a little bit in it, and I think she's just a beautiful little snake. So I guess with that, those are a few of the examples of lace that I have here in my collection, and I just want to, like I said, give you guys a quick overview, because it is a project, it is a gene that I'm very interested in working heavily into my collection, and I hope to have some very phenomenal combinations to come in the future. So I hope that gives you guys a little help in identifying the lace gene. If you have any questions or comments, please go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Ding that notification bell, and we'll see you real soon.